All right, so let's practice factoring. Let's review stuff that we did yesterday. Remember, when we're factoring, it's going to be in the form of a squared plus b plus c. All right, so when we're looking at this right here, I know that 12, just 12 is my a, 13 is my b, and c is -4. Don't forget to look at the sign that's in front of the number. This is important because when we get ready to do the California method, we're going to be multiplying A and C, and we're going to be looking at B as well. So we need to know what those mean. Okay? So let's go on to start doing this one. The first thing that you need to ask yourself is, do I have a GCF? And in this one, our GCF is just going to be 1. Okay? So we're going to make our chart. We're going to multiply A times C, and we need to get the sum of B. So A times C is going to give us -48 because we did 1 times -48. And what we're going to do is we're going to find two numbers that multiply together to be -48, but add to be -8. Sorry, -48. All right. What I normally do is I normally start with 2. So let's try that. We could do 2 times -24, right? And we get -48, so that's good. But then when we do 2 plus -24, we do not get 8, all right? So let's go on to the next one. Let's try 4. So we have -4 times 12 equals -48, and -4 plus 12 equals +8. But we're looking for a -8, so let's try changing those signs around. Let's try 4 times -12. We get -48. And now we're going to add 4 plus -12, okay? And get -8. So our numbers that we are going to use is going to be 4. Oh, well, that doesn't work for that one. Oh, goodness. Okay. It clearly doesn't work. It's 4 and -12. So we come over here and we set this up. So we have 1n over 4 and 1n over -12. Okay? When we do that, when we're looking at this one right here, we got to do our parentheses like this. We're going to do n, because that's a +4. We're going to say +4. And our next parenthesis is going to be n minus 12, because that's a -12. Okay, so that's how we do the first one. Let me make sure this is still rolling. Yep. All right. Let's try the next one. Again, we don't have a GCF, so we can go on to do our chart. When we multiply A times C, okay, we're looking for something that is multiplied together to get 16. Our B is 10, and it needs to add up to be 10. So let's do, I like to start with 2. So 2 times 8 equals 16, and 2 plus 8 equals 10. All right, great. So this was an easy one. So we come over here and we set it up. 1m over 2, 1m over 8, and they're both positive, so we're going to end up getting m plus 2, m plus 8. That's our answer. All right, now let's try it where we have a number where a is, okay? Now we have to ask ourselves, do we have a GCF? In this case, we do. All right, so let's look at A. The smallest number is 3. 3 goes into 3. 3 goes into 9 3 times, and 3 goes into 12 4 times. So 3 is our GCF. GCF is 3. All right, and we know when we do that, you guys remember when you find your GCF, you come down here and do this. I divide my first term by 3, and I'm going to get x squared. I divide my second term by 3, and I'm going to get 3x. And I divide my third term by 3. I'm going to get 4. So this right here is what we look at when we get ready to make our chart, okay? So when I do this, I'm going to have negative 4 times 1. Oh gosh, negative 4 times 1. I'm going to get negative 4, and then it needs to add up to 3. And I can already tell that it's going to be something with 4 and 1. So let's do negative 1 times 4. Okay, so, and we get negative 4. Now, negative 1 plus 4 is going to give us 3, so we can use those. Okay, so now we come back, and we're going to look at this problem right here. And I'm going to have, no, I go back to this x, I'm sorry. All right, so that is x over negative 1 and x over 4, okay? So what we're going to have is x minus 1 and x plus 4. And we can't forget our GCF right here. We got to put our 3 right here on the outside. So this is going to be our final answer. Okay, moving on up. Here we go. First thing you got to ask yourself, do I have a GCF? No, I don't, because 3 does not go into 16. So let's go ahead and make our chart. So I have 3 times negative 12 for my AC. 3 times negative 12 is going to give me negative 36. Sorry. Which one am I doing? All right. And then my B over here is negative 16. All right. So let's start with 2, because that's just what I like to do. Let's try negative 2 times 18. And we get negative 36. That's good. But is negative 2 plus 18, does that equal 16? Nope. It equals a positive 16, and we're looking for a negative. So let's just change those signs around. Let's do 2 times negative 18. And we're going to get negative 36. Okay, now I need to add those two numbers together. 2 plus negative 18 is going to give me negative 16. So we can use those. So we come over here. We have to look at this. All right. So we're going to do 3x divided by 2 and 3x divided by negative 18. I can't simplify the 3 over 2, so this is how I'm going to type my answer. I'm going to do 3x plus 2 because it's a positive 2, and I can simplify 3 over negative 18. 3 goes into negative 18 negative 6 times, okay? So if I divide this by 3 and divide this by 3, I end up getting x minus 6. And that's our answer. Let's see how we're doing. All right. 4x squared plus 5x minus 6. Okay, I have my A and my C. When I multiply those together, I get negative 24. My B is 5. Let's try negative 3 and 8, which gives me negative 24. Negative 3 plus 8 will give me 5. We're good to go. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do 4x over negative 3. And I'm going to do 4x over 8. And that is, hold on, my mom is calling me. Pause this. Go away. Hello? I'm sorry. Mom, I'm making a video and it's now going to be in my lesson plan tomorrow because I won't stop recording. I hope everybody enjoys.